Hi everyone! For the video today, I'm going to share with you the reasons why I love working from home or why I love being a digital freelancer. You might be wondering why I'm telling you this if you haven't watched my first video where I shared about my journey, how I started as a digital freelancer 12 years ago. Then please go back to that video so you will know why I am sharing these reasons of loving working from home. I'm going to put the link in the description below for that first video that I did. So today, I'm going to share with you a few reasons why I love working from home. You see, I have been working from home since 2009 and never since thought of looking back. At that time, working online seemed bizarre. People were wondering how businesses are being run online, the process of hiring, how clients communicate the project details to the freelancers, and of course, how money could be earned using only the internet and a laptop. So what if you're working, if you have clients online? So what if you are just at home? If it does not earn you money, be honest, it's not going to be productive for you. Now, I enjoy being a digital freelancer, really. I so enjoy it that it does not really feel like work for me. It's not W-O-R-K or work for me, if you get what I mean. It was, I think, Confucius who put it, choose a job you love and you will never have to work a day in your life. Okay, please don't get me wrong. I am aware, I said this in my previous video and I'll say it again. This type of career is not for everyone, and not all who venture into this field has succeeded for one reason or another. I have family and friends who tried their luck but did not pursue this online field. They went back to the traditional 8 to 5 jobs in their offices, in the factories, in the schools where they teach, or the like. I suspect that most of them probably did not fully understand this type of career, or they just gave up too soon, or like I said, it is simply not the career for them. No, this is not my first job at all. I was a preschool teacher. I worked as an accountant in a construction company. I have been an executive assistant to one of the best bosses in the world. I worked at Ebenezer Bible College and Seminary for 9 years as the executive assistant to the president. I worked in the BPO company. I have been a tutor to many students. I was a teacher. I was an event coordinator and host. I've done many offline employments. This is not my first job actually. Maybe that's also one. I'm done with that. This field is something that really caught me and made me stick with it. Today I'd like to share with you why, even with successful employments before this, I decided to become a digital freelancer. Why I did not regret moving to this direction, and why I never once thought of turning back. Said a few reasons, but there are actually so many reasons why I love working from home And today I will share my top 15. Yeah, it's not 5, it's not 10, it's 15. And that's only the top. Okay, let's start with number 15. I love it because I have more time freedom. When I was still an employee, there were days when I had to drag my feet to work, force myself to get through the 8 hours, which seemed like eternity while I watched the clock. And then when the clock strikes 5, I will run towards the exit as fast as I can because I want to be home. That was the routine, day in and day out. And now that I work from home, I am not confined inside the 8 to 5 box. I can choose the time I sit in front of my computer. I can stay in bed longer. I can have bathroom breaks anytime, and even have the freedom to work more hours or less, as long as I meet my deadlines, of course. I can also opt to do some tasks in advance if I plan on going out the next day. And then number 14, I love it because I am in charge. This is one perk of working from home that I really love. There is no bandy clock that tie my hands and no boss looking over my shoulder. I can even pick my own projects and the clients I deal with. Thus, I only do the work I like, and I can work wherever I want as long as I have laptop and internet with me. Number 13, no gas expenses, no traffic issues, no commute, no pollution. Love it. Before being a digital freelancer, like I said, I worked in Manila where traffic is a mess. It's really a mess. So I needed to get up early and shoot a lot, at least 1.5 hours travel time, sometimes more, to make it to the office on time. But since 12 years ago, when I decided to quit my job and work from home, I never had to mess with traffic. It not only saves me time, but these wasted hours are now converted into dollars. Because instead of spending time on the road, I am already in front of my computer earning money. Oh, I almost forgot. I am allergic to smoke and pollution. So I am happy to stay home and breathe fresh air while working. Number 12, I love it that I don't need to wear uniforms and makeup. I don't need to be on heels every day. No need to blow dry my hair or curl my lashes and look gorgeous. Yes, I can even wear pajamas at work. Who cares? Right. Number 11, I can manage my household. Wow, while at work. For moms and wives like me, I know you can relate. As the manager of our home, that is very important, especially to me at least. Being around the house, I am able to oversee its operations. I don't have to worry if the menu is done right, if the sheets are laundered, if the plants are watered, or if the house is spick and span at all times. I don't have to call home to make sure the appliances, the lights, the faucets are turned off. I don't have to call in sick to work. Just be able to host visitors, especially when my husband has overnight and overtime meetings with pastors and other church mates, and they come in from other parts of the country, so I have to be at home. Of course, it's different this time because we are all at home. The mothers and wives, congratulations, we are able to manage our household at this time of quarantine. But what I'm saying is it's different when you actually are employed and you have to go out of the home. Maybe when the quarantine is over, that's what most of us will do. Okay, number 10, quieter environment like now, less distractions and less stress. As a work-at-home mom, I don't have to deal with pakialamero and annoying office mates. No office politics, no demanding clients coming in, no vendors, no solicitations, no temptations to go shopping or fast food hopping with colleagues after work. Kasi noon, when I was in the call center, pag uwi, talagang, colleagues will invite you to go to the malls, to have dinner together. Although mostly I say no, but there are times that you can't say no. Now that I'm working from home, I don't have to deal with all those. I also love the freedom to create my own physical work environment. If I feel like it, I can have some music in the background to lessen my stress, or I can turn the lights dim, or I can turn off the aircon if I don't like it, and I can just open my windows and breathe fresh air, and I can move around. Like I said in my previous video, right now I am filming this video in our living room, which is also doubling as our dining room, especially now because while on quarantine, my husband pastor is doing live stream on Sundays and some other days, and so we had to move some things around here in the living room to give way for our instruments, and also a space for like a stage or a platform where my husband preaches. So I like it that I can create my own work environment here at home. Sometimes I work in our library, and sometimes, especially before when my son was younger, my office was also in our bedroom. I have a small table on the side so that while my baby was sleeping, I could still be there to watch him. So it felt like binabayaran ako habang binabantayan ko yung anak ko. Now it's not like that, but it felt like that kasi I did not have to hire a yaya to watch him because I was already there, and I was also earning money while doing that. Okay, now let's go to number 9. I can take or not take any day off. Now, this is special perk for me because when I was in the field as executive assistant, I had the weekends off. However, I still needed to work even during those days. And then, during my call center days, we could only hope to be granted the weekend off. Kung call center agent ka, alam mo to. We really want to do weekends off, but it's not always possible. We did not get to decide. I did not get to decide my days off. So it could be any day, depending on business needs. Sometimes, we even had to do split days off, kung saan your 2 days are not together. You are off on a Monday and on a Thursday. Sana magkatabi, di ba? Para you can maximize your time. But that's not always possible in the call center. At other times, we will even be asked to work during our days off when calls were really heavy. So this is no longer an issue for me. I now plan my own schedule, including my days off. I even get to decide if I don't want to take a day off. It's all really up to me. Now that I'm also homeschooling my son, scheduling is really important to me. So being a work from home mom is fantastic. Number 8, okay, I have more financial freedom. This is one of the fastest and most tangible changes I've had as a digital freelancer. Okay, this is not, I don't want to brag, but I just want to say this for social proof. I really don't have a reason to brag, sa totoo lang. But when I started working online, I earned 3 times the salary I was then earning in my last corporate job. And that was 12 years ago. And at that time, I was only working part-time online because I was a full-time BPO call center agent. So, well, I won't mention any figure, but what you hear from others that you can earn 6 figures in a month is actually possible. In fact, now on my 12th year, even 3 weeks or 2 weeks, the 6 figures is actually possible. Okay, number 7. Reason why I love working from home. In connection to the previous perk that I mentioned, now that we have more financial freedom, we can share our blessings to support the kingdom ministry. Okay, that's actually the reason why we love the financial increase, not for our personal gain, but so that we would be able to share our blessings, we would be able to support the kingdom ministry. So as the Lord blesses me and my family through this freelancing business that I have, we are able to give more to support the mission and ministry in the Lord's vineyard, especially through the organization that my husband is working with, the Bible Centered Fellowship Incorporated. So when we go around to different churches, we do not have to burden our organization to pay for Pastor SB's airfare or his hotel accommodation or his food. And he does not have to be limited by lack of financial resources to visit these churches and to visit our members of the church. He is not limited by this. This is no longer a reason for him not to be able to do what he had to do. And also, not only are we able to financially give to the ministry, but with a lot of time on my hands now, I am also able to share my gifts of leading, discipling, encouraging, and speaking to various groups, especially to the women and wives and to their children. And I could readily assist my husband in his ministry. And also with more time freedom and more financial freedom, I am also able to write more, to share more insights and experiences about life, home, career, things that I really love talking about, and subjects that are close to my heart. Okay, number 6, we as a family can take more vacations and getaways, and we can spend special occasions as a family. I really love this perk, really. Who says my work confines me in the 4 corners of home? Actually, it's quite the contrary. I have more time and money to spend for special trips with the family. I don't have to submit a request for a leave of absence and then only to get denied in the end. No. I don't have to beg an office mate to exchange a day off with me so I can be with my husband on his birthday or be with my son in his sports or music events. And then as a family, we can schedule our holidays anytime we want. And Gabi and I now, that I work from home and he's homeschooled, We can now go with Daddy in his out-of-town ministry trips, or even for just a short getaway in a nearby town without worrying about work. Of course, not now because we are in quarantine. But on a usual day, in fact, I can even earn dollars while resting in a hotel as long as there is internet connection. Diba? That's cool. The fifth reason why I love working from home is that I can take better care of myself. Now that I work from home, I have more time and more money to pamper myself and take better care of me. Instead of wasting time on the road, I have more time for rest, more sleep time. I can go to the spa. I can have dental checkups, facial massages once in a while, pedicure and manicure sessions, and anything of the like. Instead of eating junk lunches in fast foods, I eat healthy, home-cooked meals because I can do the cooking myself. I don't have to endure the pollution on the road or be under the sun during field assignments or get soaked in the rain on the way home. I can even report for work with mud pack on my face or with my feet dipped in a basin of warm water. That's number 5. And now for number 4, which is also a very, very great privilege as a work from home mom, is that I can personally take care of my family, my husband and my son. Family is always my priority. I will not trade time with Pastor SB and Gabi for anything. I am glad that while I earn a full-time income, I am present in their daily lives. I personally handle matters of our home. I am present to assist my husband in his ministry, cook his favorite meals, check that he meets his schedules, pack his suitcase when he travels, and take care of his needs every day. And I also never miss the seemingly ordinary things that happen in my son's life. As parents, we try really our best to be hands-on on Gabi and to be very intentional in parenting him. We personally attend to him, like we bathe him, we feed him, we teach him everyday lessons, and even watch TV with him, play with him, we go to church with him. And more especially now because he is already homeschooled, I, as a work from home mom, I personally do the teaching, do the homeschooling for him. I never have to miss milestones in his growing years. I do not have to leave him with someone else, a caregiver, or we don't have to subject his inquisitive mind to someone else's perceptions, which are sometimes different from our views as parents. My business, my freelance business, also allows me to be present in all of his extracurricular activities like recitals, games, and other stuff that he loves doing, and that's priceless. The third is that I can spend quality time with the Lord and in prayer. To say that a wife's day is busy is actually an understatement. I know wives will understand this. There's just sometimes not enough hours in a day to do what you have to do and to finish all of them in a day. So sometimes you wish Sana mas may oras pa, sana mas mahaba pa yung time. Because there's just so much to do and sometimes it feels like there's very little time. So, I agree with the cliche that a mother's work is never done. Having come from a Christian family and being in the ministry environment for as long as I can remember, I know the value of having a personal time with the Lord in Bible reading and prayer. It is the fuel of a Christian's everyday life, the source of wisdom, discernment, strength, and joy. And no one should dare go through a day without doing it. But I confess that when I was in the 8 to 5 type of career, I hardly had time to open my Bible in the morning. Sometimes I only whisper general prayers while in the midst of traffic, and I would be too tired to do any of it when I get home at night. More often than not, this important spiritual discipline was overtaken by other duties that require the limited time left on my hands after work. Now my routine is more laid back. I don't rush moments with God. I spend quality time every day in seeking His will for my life. My prayers are more specific and not selfishly limited only to my small world, because now I have more time to pray for other people's needs and ministries. The second reason why I love working from home is that it makes me a better person. It has made me a better person, and it is making me a better person. Again, please don't get me wrong. I had my fair share of working in a live or actual office. I have learned a lot while being in the corporate world for nearly 2 decades. It gave me an avenue to practice and develop my skills. I must say that my experience in the office prepared me to enter the bigger world of digital freelancing. It was what I carried with me when I started with this business. So I don't discount the vast experience I've had being in the field. They have prepared me to become a successful digital freelancer. However, I believe I found this internet-based career at just the right time. I have outgrown being an employee with no room to grow because there is no more space to expand my gifts. You probably know the feeling of knowing you can do more, but there is no opportunity for you in the company. Or you have touched yung parang ceiling na siya. You have touched the ceiling already. And you can no longer be promoted dahil in the company, that's all they have for you. Or the feeling of being overworked but underpaid. Kasi sometimes we have some level of excellence na gusto talaga natin gawin. We do more than what is expected. You are overworked, but sometimes yung pay mo pareho lang. So you are underpaid in a sense. So sa akin, it was time to spread my wings and hone all my skills and being fairly remunerated for what I put on the table. It was also a time to move from being in a one-way relationship with a company. If you feel like you're working to increase the production of the business, but cannot seem to pinpoint what's in it for you, except for the meager salary you are receiving, then you know what I mean. You know what I mean by this one-way relationship. Since I shifted career, I feel valued for what I can offer. I am treated as an entrepreneur with professional skills and services. Hindi binabarat yung aking skills. Sa company kasi when you are employed, it's like a package. Like you are paid a certain amount for 1 month or a salary period. No matter how much you work, maybe there are some commissions, pero there's a basic salary that you will receive. But in digital freelancing, it's a business that you can dictate how much your skills are worth. This is the worth of what you can do. If you can do better, you can bring more production to the company, then you are paid more. Digital freelancing has also allowed me to discover and develop my other hidden skills. They were there all along, but there was no place to use them in the company. The internet was an uncharted territory for me. Some of the skills, or even most of the skills I have now, which I use for my business and even for the ministry, I did not know I had them before. I realized that I can do these things when I was already in the digital freelancing world. As if these are not enough, the internet has opened up for me other ways of earning and other ways to be productive. There are so many ways to earn money online, and I'm talking about legit ways, okay? I'm not talking about the other things that people do on the internet just to get money, but there are really many different ways of earning clean money online, and some of them even passively. With an unlimited source of information the web is offering, the trial and error episodes I've had have given me more wisdom and discernment in choosing which projects and programs to invest in. Working from home also strengthened other areas of my professional life, such as self-discipline, confidence, resourcefulness, communication skills, and interracial teamwork. As opposed to face-to-face interaction, being in a virtual environment requires double portion of everything. One has got to be focused and driven. You cannot allow yourself to be distracted or you will lose your client's trust. There is less toing and froing, alam mo yon, yung paulit-ulit ng mga instructions, paulit-ulit ng usapan. There is less of that in the virtual world. Almost no hand-holding and very minimal supervision. So you learn to really thrive. I love how this career continues to challenge me to be a better person today than yesterday. I'll talk more about these things in my future videos. And finally, my top reason for loving being a work from home mom and being a digital freelancer is that I do what I love doing, really, and I get paid for it. That's the number. Thank you very much, everyone, for being with me in this video. More for you in the next videos. Please, before leaving, don't forget to like this video and more especially subscribe to our channel so you will get more information about the topics that we are talking about. In the next video, by the way, I'm going to talk about what digital freelancing is and how to start with this career. Bye! See you!